Well, everyone, time for another old-fashioned rant. I probably shouldn't be doing this because I made the same exact video last year, right? When iOS 13 came out, I was like, you know what? It really wasn't that crazy of an update about a couple of things, but for 100% fact, the iPhone 6 could have easily supported it, okay? Including the iPhone 6 Plus, maybe the iPhone 5S too, but we'll just focus on the iPhone 6 right now. And throughout iOS 13, a lot of cool additions were had, and I really like that. And with iOS 12, we actually saw Apple keep pushing updates for the iPhone 6, 5S, and 6 Plus with iOS 12.4.2, 12.4.3, all the way up to like 12.4.7, I believe. And that was great. I really, really like that. But then we eventually came to iOS 14, and the features, the widgets, the everything that were added were great. I really like that. And the interesting thing is Apple didn't even change the supported devices for the most part. All the devices that were, supported with iOS 13 are supported with iOS 14 for the most part, including the iPads. We look at the iPad Air 2 and we look at the iPad Mini 4. Both those devices are supported with iPadOS 14. Now here's the thing, okay? You might be asking yourself, well bro, why are you bringing up the Air 2 and the iPad Mini 4? Well, here's the thing. The iPhone 6 has pretty much almost the exact same chipset as the iPad Mini 4 and the iPad Air 2. The iPhone 6 has the A8 chip, the iPad Air 2 and the iPad Mini 4 have the A8X chip. So almost the same thing. Really the only difference is the additional gig of RAM that the Air 2 and Mini 4 have. But at their core, pretty much the exact same thing. Now, I said this before and I'll say it again. I think Apple's longevity of support is great. And I don't even think what I'm saying is a bad thing, which is really crazy. I think actually what I'm saying is like praising Apple in a way. Apple really did a really good job at making the iPhone 6, more specifically the 6S, but making the iPhone 6 kind of future-proofed in a way. These iPads that almost had the same chipset are getting the latest and greatest software. This phone came out in 2014, think about that. And devices that were around the same time are still supported. The iPhone 6 is still kind of supported too. I don't know if it's getting any more iOS 12 updates, but that's actually really, really impressive. And the fact that the iPhone 6 could have probably handled iOS 14 is pretty incredible to me in my opinion. Now, it's probably never going to get iOS 14 as we know. Maybe, there can be some type of modification through the iPhone 6 at some point, but natively it's never going to get it. But the fact that the iPhone 6 could have gotten it and could have supported it would have been really, really amazing. We look at other phones that were supported or even came out around that 2014 timeframe, phones like the Galaxy S5, even the Galaxy S4 if we throw it in there, even the Galaxy S6. Those phones on Android 10, on their latest and greatest Android 10s or Android 11s, probably wouldn't have, been able to handle it that well. I ran Android 10 on my Galaxy S6, I think, but that was a custom ROM on stock Android. It was optimized for that device. If it was on One UI 2 on the Galaxy S6, a whole different story. It would not be that great at all. Even on my Galaxy S9, it's kind of a little buggy here and there. But with iOS 14, even on its oldest supported device like the iPhone 6s, it handles it perfectly fine, including the iPad Air 2 and the iPad Mini 4. Videos I've seen of this thing messing around with, even on my iPad Air 2, when I'm on iOS 14, it handles it perfectly fine, I'm not gonna lie guys. So that's a humongous asset for the iPhone 6 in my opinion, and the fact that it could have gotten it, and honestly in my opinion it should have gotten it, is a humongous asset for it, and just speaks mountains for Apple and their supported devices and their longevity of device support. So that's really pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys could hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel, all those links are linked down below. I'd really appreciate if you guys would check it out. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.